Buddy, I'm back. Let's bring the sound just a little bit. That's still too loud. Anyway, yeah, so today, like, this is just another thing that I had planned that I was gonna put on Monday, but I haven't got time to do that. So I'm gonna do it now, so whatever. And if later, if I want to play a little bit, then we'll play. But first, I want to talk about this. This is something that has been on my mind for the past couple weeks, and I've been wrapping my head around this kind of logic. Why are boobas considered the best in terms of like waifus? Why? Like, I don't know the logic behind it. You know? It's like, this is something that we all kind of collectively. This is like something that we've all collectively said. Yeah, this is what it is. This is the best. But why? Like there's no like logic or reasoning behind it. We just all kind of collectively said, this is it. This is the one that we want, and screw it, whatever. This is the one we want. So, and of course, there's like other aspects. Like there's instead of booba, there's butt, there's thighs. Well, there's others, but we don't talk about those. So today, I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about this, and I kind of want to discuss this in sort of a logical kind of sense, per se. We'll go over here. Which is better, bust, booba, or thighs? Which is considered the best in terms of those three? I'm sure that I know that there's others, but we don't talk about those here. We just don't. Anyway, let's just get into this conversation, because this is a very important one that I believe needs to be said right here and right now. Oh, hold on. So there are multiple aspects to this, to this theory, or I guess philosophical ideology. There's handling locations, which is one of these, and which of course means basically where do you handle your waifu in terms of, where, like in terms of like what do you think is considered the best. So let's say if you're, say, a booba kind of person, would it be practical to hold that thing in any direction, in any position whatsoever? That's kind of like this is what this that's kind of like this. I'm fumbling my words. Sorry about that. This is basically what this is about here. So let's get into this. Handling location, where you can handle parts of your the waifu's parts. So for bust, the front is, well, for all of these actually is for, you can kind of do it from doing standing up or standing down. So from the front, it's more direct in terms of like how you can handle that person, in terms of like how you can handle it, considering like, you're kind of in front of them. You can just kind of like just grab it in front and just do that. However, it can be kind of uncomfortable to hold them. It can be kind of uncomfortable to hold them like that for a fairly long time though. So that's like the only issue that I find with going from the front. Now from the back is a bit more comfortable, although I admit it is more of a surprise doing it that way. And of course there could be obstacles that could get in the way, just hair, earrings, necklaces, whatever it is that can get in the way of it, wings, tail, whatever basically. So that's the only downside of that. And now from the side, now that I think about it, it's more of a surprise. It's more of a surprise than the rest. It can only be and it can only be done with one hand if you think about it. You can try to use both hands, but it would be, again, uncomfortable to kind of hold them like that from the side. And especially if you're looking directly at them, it's going to be hard to kind of like take both hands and put it on both, boobas, I guess. I don't know. Like from what I'm thinking, it wouldn't really be practical to hold them like that. But again, maybe just me seeing that kind of stuff. Now for the butt. These things can be done standing and lying down, which is a thing that I believe, from the top of my head, would make sense. I think. So from the front, it will be more direct from the rest, since you're going to be looking right at them while you're reaching for the peaches, of course. Um, so shoot. So now, aside from the direct contact, the only thing that I believe would be a major factor that would have to be kept in mind would probably be height, because obviously if you say grab them from the back, it would be kind of impractical, because you can't really do that, depending on how tall they are. So like if they're like, I don't know, if their butt is at your head, it would be kind of awkward to hold like that. So just thinking about it like that. So if they're taller, discretion can become a little bit more, a little less discreet. So yeah, that's the only thing. And aside from that, it's in terms of grabbing from the front, it would be more like a cuddle kind of thing. So it's relatively good and wholesome in some regard. So yeah. Now from the side, it's somewhat discreet first, since it's like still in view. However, again, height still plays a factor, because if again they're too tall, it can become a little bit difficult to hold that. So yeah, that's for the butt thing. Now thighs. Out of all of them, I think thighs are the most impractical of the bunch, because it can only be done sitting or lying down. You can, technically you can do it standing up, but you would have to be at the level of the thigh, so you're gonna have to be sitting down yourself. So in that case, why not just both sit down? I suppose. Don't From most of the positions that I've seen, it's less direct, since you're gonna be holding it from around like below the eye level, so it's gonna be very awkward to do that with your waifu. So yeah, that's the only thing that can be really difficult. And of course, from the side, you can only do it with one hand, which can be, it's not as hands-on, but it's something, I suppose. Visual appeal. Now, in anime, the visual appeal of a waifu is considered the most important, and it's usually hindered off of three different factors, and that's bust, booba, and thighs. From what I've seen, of course, those are the three major things that, in terms of like visual appeal. So, which is considered the most important of those three. For the bust, the advantage for that would be the accentuation of femininity for like a woman, and of course can be used in romantic purposes. Of course, the only disadvantage from that I see with boobas is that if she has a bust, then it's only limited to. If she only has a bust, then it's kind of limiting what you can do with that. So if she doesn't have butt or thighs, it's kind of limiting. So I mean, I don't know. Like if you're only having one, then and not the rest, it's not really that entertaining to begin with. So yeah. But for the advantage of the butt, it would be, well, for one, butt and thighs, from what I've researched, are tied together in terms of muscle anatomy. So if you have good thighs, chances are you're gonna have a good butt as well. So in a way, it's like a double whammy in some regard, of course. The only disadvantage that I've seen from butts is that there's only so much that a singular person can handle in for one. There's only so much that one person. There's only so much that one person can really handle. I mean, there's only so much that one person can really handle for one waifu. It's like if there's too much to handle, then what's the fuck? What are you gonna do? Thighs. For thighs, the advantage of that is that a nice pair of thighs can actually accentuate other parts of the body. Again, with the butt and thigh combo, that's also a good thing. Same can go for butt and for thighs and chest. Would both go hand in hand, because they all help accentuate and plus up your waifu in general. So yeah. The only disadvantage that I see from five is that it tends to lead to some stranger fetishes, I guess. I don't know. From what I've seen, of course, I can't really confirm or deny that, but just from what I've seen, you know. So yeah. Anyway, um, physical advantages and disadvantages. Are there any pluses compared to each other? For the butt, size doesn't matter. Well, that's a typo right there. Butt can be whatever size that they want to. However, it does as long as it doesn't affect the visual appeal of the character itself. And it has to be proportional. The only thing that can really mess with that in terms of like physical appearance is that it has to be proportionate to the thighs in order for the appeal to actually work. So that's a thing to keep in mind for that. Um, Bust. It doesn't really matter how big it is from what from what I've seen from anime. It doesn't really matter how big it is as long as it looks relatively good on the body. That's the only thing that really matters. At least from the anime that I've seen. A large bust can make a character appeal apparently better from what I've seen from anime. However, this is a common trope in anime which can get really repetitive. So yes, it's good, but at the same time, it's not really as effective as other things. As say, like it seems like it's like a comic strip that's been done way too much. So like every good waifu has like a relatively good rack in some regard. Like whether it be the main focus or one of the main focuses. That's like usually the one thing that I see in every anime where it's like, oh, they have just a nice chest. But what about the butt? What about the thighs? What about other things? Like visually, you can do more than just the chest. Yes, it's one of them. It's one of the main ones, but it's not just the only thing that can really make you know a character look great. If they have a nice butt, then yeah, it can help. Or if she only has a nice butt, then yeah, it can really pull out very well, or it can really do well. For the thighs alone, thick thighs alone, depending on the size, can only add more appeal to the character. So now, and of course, there's exceptions to this, but again, it's only the exceptions. But at some point, they have to add size to the butt as to thicken the thighs, of course. Thick thighs that are too big in volume can really lose appeal because it can be kind of off-putting for characters with like over proportionate body parts, so it can be really bad. And of course, thick thighs save lives. Of course, we all know that. So, performance purposes, what are the benefits of these assets? So, if you could have a main thing, which would be the best for that. So for bust, or oh wait, that's next up. Yeah, so this is supposed to be butt, and this is supposed to be bust right here. So just switch over those things. Yeah. So for the butt would be face sitting and spanking, because I mean that's like the only two that I'm aware that are good for that kind of aspect. And for bust, it would be motorboating, suck, and headrest, if you know what I mean. Especially about the suck one. And thighs, the only thing that I know for a fact would be good would probably be maybe leg lock. Perhaps, I don't know, this something. Anyway, yeah, so this is my presentation on what, in terms of like the aspects of those three things. So, which do you think is considered the best in terms of like better overall? Booba, bust, or thighs? Which one do you think is the best? I think I actually made a poll. I think I made a poll sometime like a week ago or like a week and a half ago that I did. And apparently the only thing that was like considered the most was just like butt, which I mean like respect. Respect. Yeah, it's respect. I think yeah, I'm done with that. So I think yeah, let's play CS:GO now. So we'll do that. So let me get that thing set up first. Let's go over here. Let me just get that stuff set up, and we will get started with that. Hopefully, so if Steam isn't being a bitch. Anyway, I hope that I hope that at least enlighten people that to think that like, oh, it's not only just excuse me. Oh, it's not only just no, oh, Booba is like the best and shit like that. I know, no, like if they only had butt or thighs, I'm pretty sure they would be just as good with someone that has Booba. I'm pretty certain of that. You know, I'm pretty certain. Anyway, is this working now or fuck? Okay. Anyway, let me get some music on actually. 'Cause that's getting really eerie. I guess I don't know. Oh. Hey, by the way, do you guys want music in the background while I play, or do you want to just have it be just gameplay? Cause like I'm down. I'm okay with whatever. Just I just want to play with you guys. So we'll see. We'll see, Dan. Anyway, I mean, personally, I'm just a guy who's a fan of butt and thighs, but I mean, like, I respect those who are just, who are all about that booba life. So, it again, it's your choice. If whatever you like in a waifu, that's your choice, of course. So yeah, I just want to put that out there before, someone's like, oh well, he doesn't like booba, he thinks he thinks better than us. No, 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 no. Just chill out, all right. I'm just someone who has a different taste that isn't just common. So shut up. Oh, come on, CSGO, work with me. Fuck. Okay, there's daily mix, and there's music for something. Don't blast it, please. Relatively good, so we'll just go with that. Okay, I gotta change my thing. It's chatting. Go from that to Boost Strike. Go. Go with title. So now it should be. No, I gotta change the spelling. Right there. Good. Alright, that should be good. Let me get ready with this. I don't give a shit about that. Show up on full mode. Hold on. Should be showing up here. Capture. Let's go. That's not capturing it. Come on, hurry up. Oh, the thing's not working properly. Video. Okay, turn this shit down. see if that helps. I did it. Hold on. It's in the ass. Computer, why you being a bitch? Come on. Four and let's do that, I guess. I don't know. No, don't do blur sync. Motion blur, disable. No. No. Let's do that. Maybe that might help. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just my computer's being an asshole right now. I don't know what's going on. Oh, shit, hang on. Did it fucking crash? Fuck. God damn it. Okay, it's better now, so we're good. You know what? Good for the edges. We're good. Advanced video. Let's see here. Yeah, we're good here. We're good. Audio gain. No, the. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think I'm good now. I just need to get this thing on the fucking screen. For some reason, it's just not working. Give me a minute, hold on. No. Okay. Fuck. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me see if I can just do this, maybe. Might help. Not that. No. Turn it off and see if it's not showing up for some reason. Why not? Okay, so it's showing up that one. And I'm not showing that one for some reason. Oh boy, it's ridiculous. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to call it a night for now. Tomorrow is gonna be. What's tomorrow? Oh yeah, tomorrow's CS:GO anyway. So I'll try to figure out. I'll try to figure out the problem by tomorrow. So we can get that thing resolved. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think it's around the same time, or like either 2 or 3 o'clock. So we'll do that.
Panago has new
And
potato
I
pizzas
will
hot out of the
see
oven, featuring
you
creamy little potatoes from Canada.
tomorrow, same time. So yeah. Anyway, later.